Welcome back to Destinations Travel Podcast. Joining me now from Virgin Voyages is Rosalyn DomDom. She is one of the sales managers extraordinaire with the company. I'm very excited to learn more about Virgin Voyages, the new kid on the block, to reference a music from the 80s, an 80s music reference, started by Richard Branson.
Yes.
And I'm going on the Scarlet Lady in February. We'll talk more about that ship later on. But first, just tell us what is Virgin Voyages?
Well, first off, thank you so much, Brian, for having me today. I really appreciate it. So Virgin Voyages is Richard Branson's newest cruise line that is scheduled to launch this year. We are very excited about being the new kid on the block, as you've mentioned, but we truly feel like we will be a game changer when we launch because we are doing things so differently than all of the other cruise lines out there.
So what? I want all the details. No, just kidding. So what
I can give
makes
you all the
Virgin?
details.
What makes Virgin Voyages different?
Yes. So first and foremost, our fearless leader, Richard Branson, if you know anything about him and all of his Virgin companies, we always want to disrupt the industry. We are breaking all the rules and we are creating our own rules. We are not looking to existing cruise lines for our inspiration because why would we want to do what everyone else is doing? So that being said, a couple of highlights to note. First and foremost, we are adults only. You do have to be 21 to book, which we're very excited about because there's not a lot of cruise lines out there that offer that adults only experience. We also like to say that we have a boutique hotel look and feel, and more like a floating resort at sea. So we have a lot of great design where it doesn't feel like a typical massive cruise ship. We are kind of more, like I said, a floating resort at sea. A lot of the elements there does not look like your typical cruise on board. And then the third thing is that, we have 20 different eateries that we're breaking all the different rules with food and beverage, which I'll talk more about in some upcoming questions. But, there's no buffets, no main dining room, no formal dress code or formal seating times, essentially taking away all of those rules, all of those formalities about traditional cruises, and just deliver great experiences. And then lastly, and just in general, we want to
And
make
I
sure that
think,
we, oh, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, I think the other thing that a lot of people who have been on a cruise, they hear 20 eateries, which is great, but they think
Yeah.
20 surcharges.
No, absolutely not. That's one of the great things in how we are making ordinary experiences extraordinary. We hate nickel and diming. We are more inclusive. So if you want, I'm happy to talk about what's included for Virgin Voyages. If you want,
Sure.
I'm happy to talk about that. So like I said, while we're not necessarily all inclusive, we are definitely more inclusive. So anything from all of the food and restaurants, all of the tips, unlimited Wi-Fi, all of the group fitness classes, all of the basic bevies, which are the majority of non-alcoholic beverages, and all of the entertainment. So definitely more inclusive. Essentially, the things that are not included are, alcohol and the shore excursions. But we're very, very happy with everything we're including.
And what I found also interesting, talking to some clients about the cruise line, is I hear that there is no beverage package. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that's true. But the cost of the beverages are much cheaper than on your traditional cruise line.
Yes, yes. And that's a great question because people are confused about, our beverage package, which we kind of have a different solution and an alternative, what we call our $300 prepaid bar tab. So what's great is, number one, like you said, we have very reasonable drink pricing, but people want to have peace of mind knowing how much they're going to spend before they come on board. So what we have is that $300 prepaid bar tab. If you book that before you get on board, we normally give a $50 bonus, but with our special offers we have now, we're bumping that bonus up to $100 for a total of $400. What's great about our bar tab is that one person can purchase it. They can use it on anyone that they want, either on board or at our private beach club. And it can be used for any beverage that has a cost, such as alcohol, specialty coffees, and fresh juices. Essentially, those are the only beverages that have a cost. So we keep it simple. You pay what you pay, you get what you get, and there are no rules.
Nice. So why would someone choose Virgin Voyages?
Love this question, of course, because we haven't been out there. We haven't proven ourselves yet. That being said, we really want to make sure that we're delivering an experience on board Virgin, unlike anything that you've experienced on any other cruise line. So again, someone who is looking for the adults only experience. Kids are great, but now more than ever, everyone needs a break from them. So we want to offer that. If you're also looking for something that is more inclusive, like I had mentioned, all of those things that are included, we feel like we're also a great fit for those who love the adults only, 4 and 5 star all-inclusive luxury resorts, because it's, again, definitely a similar feel and vibe. But also those who don't like to, I don't want to say who don't like to follow rules, but those who don't like rules or the formal things that typically happen on cruise lines and want a more elevated, relaxed luxury feel on board.
I'm going to go off our question just for a
Sure.
second, and that's because here, so recently I've been talking more and more about Virgin, and I'm going to give you the number one objective or objection that I'm getting, and that is from people my age and older, my clients that are more, they seem, when I show them the online stuff and the videos and stuff of the ship, they're afraid that they're not hip enough for the cruise line.
Okay, I love this question because we've definitely,
I don't know if you've heard that before or not.
Yes, we've definitely heard it before. I will be first out when we launch. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you guys look too cool, too young, too hip, too trendy. And I'll tell you, yes, we definitely know how.
Looks like Rosalyn is having some technical issues. Hopefully she'll pop back in a second. While she's doing that, I'll tell you a little bit about the ship from what I have learned, from what I've been by showing it to my clients, is that it does have a young vibe to it, but it also has a lot of relaxing places on the ships, a lot of activities for people of all ages and all activity level. So that is a great thing about Virgin Voyages, is that it has that ability as well. So I was just telling them that, even though it does have
sorry.
That's okay. I was just saying to the audience that from my training and watching the videos online, I'm a big YouTube video watching all the people that in England who took the the social media cruise, was that it does have a young vibe, but it still has a lot of relaxing areas, a lot of adult things to do. So you can do all the crazy stuff and the crazy lounges, or you can go to some of the quiet areas too on the ship.
And I'm so sorry, I don't know how much I was cut off, but I did just want to say you definitely are someone who is looking for, even though it's not necessarily about the age, we definitely feel like it's more about a mindset. So we like to say that our sailors are young at heart. And if you are looking for something that's more high energy, lively atmosphere, you can do that. If you're looking for something more laid back, quiet, relaxing, you can do that. You have so much to experience that, to create the experience that you are looking for on board our ship.
Absolutely. All right. So tell me about these 20. No, tell me about some of the dining options on board. I need to know every item at every eatery. That's
oh my gosh. So so I'm happy to share about our 20 different eateries. Another way we're breaking food and beverage rules. Like I said, we don't have any buffets. There's no formal dining or seating or dress codes. But they kind of have, so just so you know, our eateries, they're definitely more intimate. They accommodate up to 250 people. And we have anything from Razzle Dazzle, which is our more playful restaurant, has the themes of naughty and nice. So for example, on the nice side, we got vegan and vegetarian options. On the naughty side, you can add meat, booze, fry up anything you want, that mix of naughty and nice. We also have the Wake, which is our 2-level restaurant focusing on steak and seafood. I would say that's definitely more of the nicest restaurant on board. We also have our food hall called the Galley. So again, we don't have the traditional buffet. This is more fast casual on the go. Our staff is serving all of the food there, so no hand touching any food, which obviously is so important right now. But you can think of this as more like food truck style stations where everything is fresh, made to order. And we have also the Dock, which is our indoor outdoor lounge where we'll have Mediterranean carts passing around tapas and small plates. There's so much, some other fun things. We have the Draft House on board, which is our own beer house. We will be creating our own Virgin Voyages brew. Another fun place is my virtual background. It's called Sip, which is our champagne bar. So we'll have bubbly served morning, noon, and night. And we'll also be doing some afternoon tea here as well. But there's so much to experience. I don't know if anyone can try all 20 for just one itinerary.
I'm a very large man and I'm coming by myself. So
Okay.
I could I'm just joking. One of the reasons why I was at the doctor earlier is because I shouldn't be trying 20 restaurants in 4 days. But and I won't embarrass you by making you say the name of the ice cream place.
I'm happy to share. Yes. So again, Virgin likes to be playful. You don't want me to share? I'm happy
you can share.
to.
I'm just kidding.
Yes. So we have a really delicious homemade ice cream, homemade gelato shop. It's called Lick Me Till Ice Cream. So Lick Me Till Ice Cream, again, very cheeky, very virgin like.
Very Richard Branson, right? Right
Yes.
Right on brand. Sorry, my brain decided to go out. All right, so the name of this podcast is Destinations Travel. So what are some of your favorite destinations? I guess I didn't ask you. This is a new cruise line, but I'm going to assume now we're recording, so you're on the spot here, that you have a travel background before Virgin.
No, so this is a great question. So I have been in the world of travel for like 10 years now, prior to working at Virgin, which has been almost 3 years. I worked for a travel website. It's called Travel Zoo, where I was a sales manager for hotels. And then prior to that, I was also a hotel sales manager from Starwood, Marriott, and Hilton brands. But
so you
on a personal level, yes, I love travel, both professionally and personally.
So I want to ask you some of your favorite destinations, but I also would like you to touch briefly on this beach club at Bimini.
Yes.
And how and what it is.
Okay, so just as far as some of my destinations, I'll tell you for Virgin, even though I haven't tried all of them, obviously, but Beach Club at Bimini is a stop that all year round Scarlet Lady itineraries go to, as well as Valiant Lady, our ship number 2. She goes there during the winter for her Caribbean itineraries. And it is truly an experience unlike any other. I don't know if you've been able to see some of the videos, but we just revealed videos, photos, all of it. And definitely kind of inspired by European beach clubs. Again, we have a lot of space to create the experience that you want. Doing anything from, of course, shore excursions to yoga in the morning, DJ parties, bonfire and barbecues. We have a ton of cabanas in more high energy, lively atmosphere or more laid back, relaxing. But it definitely is a really cool vibe. And what's great, again, no nickel and diming, all of the food there is included in the voyage fare. But as far as some of my favorite destinations for Virgin, with Scarlet Lady, I am super excited about going to Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, just because it's a place I've never been to. As far as Valiant Lady, we've got 3 7-night med itineraries. They're all out of Barcelona, and they all have overnights in Ibiza, Spain, which I've never been to Ibiza, but I will predict it's going to be one of my favorite spots. And one of the ones that I want to try is the French Days and Ibiza Nights, because not only is it overnight in Ibiza, it'll include an overnight in Monte Carlo, Monaco, which I've never been to as well. And then with Resilient Lady, ship number 3, we've got 2 7-night Greek itineraries that are out of Athens. What's great about both of them is that they both have an overnight. One of them has an overnight in Mykonos, which also does go to Santorini. And then the other one has an overnight in Dubrovnik, Croatia. So a lot of people are doing these back to back to experience the 14 nights for Resilient Lady. But I'm super excited. I can't wait for everyone to try any of these places. And just to add on to that, another way that we are doing things differently, we want everyone to feel fully immersed wherever we're going. So this means that we are going to have very long stays. A lot of cruise lines, you feel so rushed to experience everything, some people don't even want to get off the ship because they don't want to feel that rush. We are staying anywhere from like maybe 8 a.m. to midnight, depending on the itinerary. So
very nice. I will add some of the more traditional stops you have that I love.
Yes.
Some of your itineraries out of Miami stop in Key West. I think Key
Yes.
West is the greatest city in America, because you
Yeah.
don't feel like you're in America. The first time I
Exactly.
went there, by the time we got back on the ship, I had forgotten I was still in the state of Florida. I really felt like I was in the Caribbean. It's
Exactly.
a great city. And then
Yes.
I love Cozumel. I
Yeah.
know it's a very touristy cruise ship and
Yeah.
stop, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area, and the snorkeling is absolutely amazing in that area. So it's a nice place to stop as well. So
Awesome.
I forget where I'm going on my my
You
cruise that I booked.
don't even know? Well, you'll have
I
to try all of them.
well, I will eventually try all of them. I am going to be doing a Mediterranean cruise too in a couple of years. But
Wonderful.
so I'm going to Key West. Oh, I'm just going to Key West and the beach club at Bimini
Your favorite
on my
spots.
excursions, on my trip. Excuse me. Yes, actually, it's funny. I've never been to Bimini before, so this will be the
Okay.
first time. So for
Okay.
me at Bimini, but
Well, you'll definitely have to
I'm
take
really
all the
excited.
photos, all the videos, share
Oh
it with all of your
yes.
clients so they get the feel of what it's all about.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Um, I'm fully vaccinated. Your
Yes.
opinion on vaccination is your opinion, but I am fully vaccinated. I am ready to get out of the South. I am ready to get on cruise ships.
Yes.
Ready to go to all inclusives. I'm ready to go to Disney World. I'm ready to go
Anywhere.
everywhere that I
Yes.
did not go for the last year. So
You and
I'm
me
ready to go.
both.
So Rosalind, thank you very much
Yes.
for joining me today. I am sorry for the technical difficulties to you
Yes.
and
My
to our
apologies.
audience. But if you have any questions about Virgin Voyages, please call me at Global Memories Travel. Down in the show notes is the phone number and the email address. So thank you very, very much.